MiMi. Today, since it's your birthday, I'm going to read you a book. It's called A Fish Out of Water by Helen Palmer, illustrated by P.D. Eastman. This little fish, I said to Mr. Carp. This little fish, I said to Mr. Carp. I want him. I like him. And he's like me. I will call him Otto. Very well, said Mr. Carp. Now I will tell you how to feed him. Then Mr. Carp told me, when you feed a fish, never feed him a lot. So much and no more. Never more than a spot, or something may happen.
How small is the fish now? Show me a picture so MiMi can see.
Right now, the fish is about that big. Very small.
Okay.
Then I took Otto home. I gave him some food. I did not give him much, just one little spot. But this did not make Otto happy. He wanted more food. He had to have more. Poor Otto, he just had to have more.
It's getting a little bit bigger.
Wait a minute. I knew what Mr. Carp had told me. Never feed him a lot, never feed him, never more than a spot, or something may happen. You never know what. But I gave Otto all the food in the box.
Just keep on reading until the very end.
Then something did happen. My little Otto began to grow. I saw him grow. I saw him grow and grow. Soon he was too big for his little fish bowl.
Oh no.
There was just one thing to do. I put Otto in the flower bowl. There, Otto, I said, this will hold you. But no, the flower bowl did not hold him. Otto went right on growing. This was not funny. Not funny at all. His tail was growing right out of the top.
Oh my goodness.
I grabbed the flower bowl and I ran with it. Otto, I said, I know just where to put you. Then you will be all right. I put him in a big pot. But Otto was not all right. I saw him grow some more. Very soon he was too big for the pot.
Oh my goodness.
I put him in the pot after pot. He was growing so fast. Poor Otto, my poor little fish. Oh, why did I feed him so much? Otto, I said, stop growing, please. But Otto cannot stop growing. He was growing all the time. Very soon, I ran out of pots.
Oh my goodness. Now you're at 3 minutes. I don't know if this video is going to last. Can you jump to the last page for MiMi?
Otto had to have water. There was just one thing to do. I did it. I grabbed him by the tail. I ran with him up to the top. The top is big. It can hold lots of water. At last, there, Otto. I said, this tub holds my father. This tub holds my mother. So it will hold you. But the tub did not hold him at all. He went right on growing. Oh, Otto, I said, what can I do now? The door crashed. The door went down. Crash. Otto went down. I went down too. Oh, what a ride. Down went the water into the cellar, and down went Otto too. I had to do something fast. I grabbed the phone. I called a policeman. Help, help, I said. I fed my fish too much. Mr. Carp told me not to, but I did. What? Said the policeman. Mr. Carp told you not, but you did? Too bad, I'll come at once. The policeman came. My fish went that way. I said, he's down in the cellar. The policeman ran on with me. What a fish, he said. He is much too big to keep in a cellar. We will have to get him out. We had to work and work to get Otto out. Poor Otto, oh, why did I feed him too much? Mr. Carp told me something would happen, and it did. Now we had Otto out of the cellar, but now Otto had no water at all. A fish had to have water. I said to the policeman, we must take him to the water. Get help. Call for the help on the radio. The policeman called on the radio. He called for the fireman. Help, help, he said. A boy had fed his fish too much. A boy had fed his fish too much. We will come at once. The firemen came. They all helped to get Odo up. But where can we take him? I asked. Up to downtown? To the pool, yelled the fireman. To the pool, I yelled, and please hurry. They did hurry. The fire truck with Odo came right up to the pool. The fireman yelled, everyone get out of the pool. This fish is going in. Down into the pool went Odo, into the pool, with a big, big splash. Now I was happy. Now at last my Odo had water. Lots of water. This big pool was just the thing. This big pool would hold him. But Odo went right on growing, and no one wanted Odo in the pool. They did not like Odo at all. You take that fish out of there, they yelled. There was just one thing to do. I did it. I ran to the phone. I called Mr. Carp. Please, please help me. I said, I fed Odo too much. Oh dear, said Mr. Carp. So you fed him too much? I knew you would. I always say don't, but you boys always do. Yes, I will come. Then Mr. Carp came. He had a black box in his hand. He had a lot of other things too. What are you going to do, Mr. Carp? I asked him, but Mr. Carp said nothing. He just went right into the pool. He took his black box with him, and all the other things too. Splash! Mr. Carp jumped in the pool. Splash! Now Odo went down too. All I could see was his tail. I could not see Mr. Carp at all. What was going on down there? What were they doing down there? Now I could see nothing. Not Odo, not Mr. Carp, nothing at all. Would I see my Odo again? Would I see Mr. Carp again? Mr. Carp, I yelled. What are you doing? Are you all right? Then up jumped Mr. Carp. In his hand was a little fish bowl. In the bowl was my Odo. Mr. Carp had made him a little again. Don't ask me how I did it, he said, but here's your fish. And from now on, said Mr. Carp, please don't feed him too much, just so much and no more. Now I always do. Now I feed Odo so much and no more, never more than a spot, or something may happen, and I know what. The end.